Check out your starting lineups for the Brooklyn Nets at, I don't know, power forward, Ed Davis. Brooklyn's so selfish they didn't even show the Chicago Bulls lineups. At shooting guard, Chris Middleton. This is Steve's Brooklyn Nets taking on Natalie's Chicago Bulls, a 4-5 matchup in the East. At small forward, Sean Marion. His big three's coming up right now. Sean Marion and his ugly jump shot. Well presented at point guard, Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew, and at center, Big Ben Wallace, multiple defensive player of the years, big ol' afro, why didn't they give him his braids, Lionel Hollins, coach, and yes, now you can see the starting lineups for the Chicago Bulls as well. At least Phoenix showed Houston's starting lineups, but let's get serious. This is game 4. This is win or go home for Chicago. They are in a very difficult situation because if they lose if they lose this game, it's over. And they're in a bad situation because no team in NBA history has ever come back and won 4 straight after losing 3 straight. Will Chicago be the first? I don't know. But they wore black, so Brooklyn wears black, so they're like, if we wear black, we'll have some advantage because it seems like they're supporting us. But they're not. They're not supporting you, Chicago. They're supporting Brooklyn. And yes, we can see the score is 0-1. Or is that a 7? I can't tell. The screen's too little. I'm pretty positive that's a 1. Can somebody score so I can know? Yes, it's a 1. I'm sorry. When I see the actual preview, the actual video, I'll know that it's a 1. Then I'll feel embarrassed because I asked if that's a 7 or a 1, and you're gonna think I don't know numbers, but I do know numbers. I promise you. Yes, I got a C in math in college, and I barely got passed in high school, but I made it. Right? Okay, I graduated both. Okay, thank you. I did work. Anywho, back to the story. Back to the game. Now I believe it's 7-7. Now it's 9-7 with that bucket. Now it's 11-11. And it's a pretty close game. As this, I thought this was going to be a competitive matchup, okay? But it turns out Brooklyn is straight washing it. For now, right now, during this time. 3-1 lead. End of the first quarter. Chicago's actually up 3. The Chicago Bulls taking on the Brooklyn Nets. 14-11. Chicago's up by 3, which, in games like these, I don't know if you really need a fast start and to get out to a big lead. That's what Portland did in real life at Golden State. They always had big leads in the beginning, and then say they put all their effort in the beginning, then they tired out at the end. Kind of believe if you just keep the game close in the beginning, and then at the end really try to get the lead, it's better than try to get a lead like a jump start. Eventually you get tired, and you don't want to be tired at the end of the game. It's like a fight. In the beginning, if you blow yourself out, you're gonna have nothing left in the later rounds. So it's like that in the NBA too. Like Cleveland, they could just start off good, maintain that throughout the whole game, and then actually pull off the victory at the end. Maybe this NBA Finals won't be so boring. I don't know. I just went through 3 different conversations at one time. I'm sorry. I just didn't even commentate over that beautiful slam dunk by the Dr. J as he ends the first half. And Dr. J was in a dunk contest with his 50-year-old self. But it's amazing how accurate the Barclays Center looks like. You see that little curve? They actually have that in real life. And the seats are kind of weird in Barclay. The corner seats. I'm from Brooklyn, in case you didn't know. Now you know. And that was second quarter highlights. As Brooklyn Nets are down 19-27. Chicago's off to a great start. They need this game badly, obviously, because it's win or go home. And who wants to go home? Huh? Nobody wants to go home. If they win, they will go home because Game 5 is in Chicago. No, this is Game 5. Game 6 is in Chicago. So I mean, it is win or lose, you're going home. But it's like win and you get to play at home. Lose or you just, get to do nothing at home and your dreams are over. But it's still win, go home, you know what I mean? In this situation at least. And look at Steve, that's my brother. It's scary how much that actually looks like him. I did a good job on that dude. Uh-oh, fast break. And ooh, Terrence Jones had the game of his life, even though that was Angel and not Terrence Jones. But still, look at Anderson Verage out. Yo, Chicago's feeling it, man. They're feeling this victory coming up. Look at that. Fast break. Dunk it, Kyle. Not Kyle ain't gonna dunk it. Kyle ain't got no hops. Anywho, 36-31. Not that much scoring in this game and that quarter in particular. Now we're gonna get into the fourth quarter business. And bomb, there's a bucket by Kyrie Irving. Try to answer right back by Julius Irving. And yeah, Allen Iverson really didn't do much scoring in this game. You would think in a game, ooh, another slam cam dunk from Julius Irving. The game is such high magnitude. Did I use that word right? Allen Iverson would go in. I don't know why I just raised my voice. I'm trying to make y'all hear me. Terrence Jones is hype, man. Told you he had the game of his life here. You always need that one energy guy, and he's obviously that for this team, even though they got like a bunch of energy guys. 44-43, Sean Marion with a nice shot, but spoiler alert, they didn't score for the rest of the game, and Brooklyn loses. Chicago pulls off the win. They go in home to play a game. This is game 4. What am I talking about? No, this is game 5. I'm confused. I don't know what game this is. This is game 5. They're going to go play game 6. No, I don't know what game this is. It's got to be game 4, right? But they're in Chicago, so it's game 4. So it's not. It's 3-1 then. I'm confused, bro. I don't know, man. I can't keep up. There's too many games. There's so many series. You'll find out. Yes, this is game 5. They won game. It's 3-1 then. Okay. Just look at the score. I'm confused and just I don't know what to tell y'all anymore. Game 5. This is all it took. 5 games for Golden State Warriors to defeat the San Antonio Spurs and move on to the next round of the Western Conference Finals. I mean semifinals, where they'll face me and lose in like 6 games. I'm not worried because I've been there, yo. I sweat my team. You lost a game, so you'll lose 4 more. So yes, Devontae moves on and Joey goes home as he is now eliminated along with his Spurs. We visit another elimination game, another elimination in a dominant performance by the Houston Rockets as they destroy the Phoenix Suns in game 5, and they also advance to the next round as Ray's Houston Rockets advances, but Sammy's Phoenix Suns is eliminated. And it's time to go home for Phoenix. But I mean, look what the Rockets could do, yo. That's 63 points by his big 2. And then LeBron times in, adds 81. That's crazy. Kobe did that by himself, though. So is that really impressive? I mean, yes, it is. Look at the blowout win. That's crazy. But I don't have to deal with that. Dallas has to deal with that because Dallas advances to the next round of the playoffs, as well as Larry Bird went in. He also dropped a nice little 33 as the Dallas Mavericks defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder in 5 games. Kimberly's OKC Thunder is eliminated. They go home as Rob's Dallas moves on. Happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday, and that was his present. Let's move to the East where we'll see game 5 between the New Mexico Raptors and the fighting hard Charlotte Hornets. But in game 5, 11-point win for the Raptors as they now lead the series 3-2 with a chance to close it out in Charlotte, and Charlotte has a chance to extend this series to game 7. Will they do it? And they will not, because New Mexico finally woke up and destroyed Charlotte. Magic and Paul Pierce went in. Dennis Rodman and Michael went in. Michael Jordan had a triple-double. And yes, the fairy tale has ended. Paul George 28 as Charlotte Hornets are eliminated Alejandro's New Mexico Raptors advances to the next round, and LJ goes home. At least they were already in Charlotte, so he can just stay there and sit down, because he ain't got no more plane rides to go on because he's eliminated. Now we see this was the game of the week, so don't got to go in too many details. We'll jump right into game 6, where we see Brooklyn lose again to Chicago. And yes, Chicago and Brooklyn is going to game 7. We might witness history because Chicago lost the first 3 games, Brooklyn won the first 3, and then now Chicago won the next 3. So 1, 2, 3 was all Brooklyn, 4, 5, 6 was all Chicago. Chicago might be the first team to be down 0-3 to come back and win, and Brooklyn might be the first team to lose. This never happened in basketball, it's happened in other sports. Will Chicago make history? Will Steve be on the bad end of history with his Nets? And will Natalie's Chicago Bull make good history? All I know, game 7 Thursday, they will be out game of the week. Again, maybe, we'll see. But all I know is game 7's on deck for at least one series so far. This series won't be going to game 7 because the Hawks dominated the Cleveland Cavaliers, so they can advance to the next round of the playoffs. And once again, D'Angelo Russell is playing out of his mind. He had more points than Dirk, Steve Nash, and Yao Ming, and that's his big 3, and they all went in as well. And D'Angelo got to be playing shooting guard because, look, I guess D'Angelo took all the Roberts minutes because Robert used to be the starting shooting guard. Looks like D'Angelo's playing that. But that's okay because Robert advances to the next round of the playoffs. And Princess, she's on out of here. Game 5 elimination. Fly yourself back to Cleveland because y'all done. Speaking of eliminations, we've received another one. This was actually the first elimination of the Eastern Conference as the New York Knicks advance to the next round of the playoffs. And the injury to LaMarcus Aldridge was just too much for Orlando to handle. They couldn't do it, as they are now eliminated. Wilson Chandler and Tobias Harris did all they could scoring-wise, but it was not enough. Has my mother's New York Knicks advances to the next round. Nemo Bobby went in, Kobe Bryant went in, and Orlando Magic's Tyreek's Orlando Magic is sent home packing as they're out of here. And yes, that's all for now. That is your playoff statistics. Basically, every team got out in 5 games except for 3. One's going to game 7. One team got swept. One got done in 6. And yeah, Thursday will be game of the week once again. Chicago versus Brooklyn. Again in Brooklyn. Game 7. Winner go home. Loser go home. Winner advance. So it's a lot of tension. It's real hyped right now. We'll see what happens. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you. 1.